Okay, as always, I've just timestamped the entire video, so if you do find yourself not enjoying certain parts as much, which hopefully you don't, hopefully you enjoy it all, but you can just skip forward to the bits you actually want to watch. Nice, let's go enjoy the video.
When I see you dancing, I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. I got your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. I'm a drop popping, pocket, swola, 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 swola.
Okay, it is, let's have a look. It is Wednesday the 20th of January. It is 3 days, well this is the third day, into the second week on this new routine. If you haven't watched the last video, I'd recommend going and watching it there. It is the last episode, episode 2. And then obviously if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend going and watching episode 1. But this last 2 days have been absolutely solid. Definitely better than last week. I haven't been going on my phone between 9 and 5 for Snapchat, social media, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. It's been the best thing ever. I've been using the Pomodoro method to get my work done between 3 and 5. And I've been absolutely smashing it so that I'm working out on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm working out, I'm going to do my online lessons, I'm kind of out of my online lessons, I'm having a nap or something, and then I'm just cracking on with the work before I chill in the evening. It's been great. I'll have a little shake now, get some energy in for the workout, and then I'm starting this full body workout. It's a new plan. This is what I got to do. So I'm just doing 3 days a week. It's a full body every day. 5 sets of bench press, 3 sets of incline press, 3 sets of shoulder press, a single arm row, bent over row, curls, tricep extensions, Romanian deadlifts, split squats and calves. So it hits all the muscle groups. We just go from there. Right, let's eat and let's smash this workout. 6:27, we got this.
Swola, 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 swola. Swola, swola, swola. When I see you dancing, I'm like, hola, 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 hola. See your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. I got your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. I'm a drop popping, pocket, swola, 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 swola. Your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. I'm a drop popping, pocket, swola, 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 swola. Swola, 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 swola. Swola, 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 swola. Swola, swola, swola. Swola, 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 swola.
Fallen one too many times, feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
Okay, Okay, that's it for today's workout. It's now 8:10. I'm knackered, but it was a solid workout and it's now light outside. As you can see, so we're ready to start the day. We're ready to move. I'm really liking actually the 3-day-a-week full body because you get like enough rest in between. You can do stuff on the other days, but you also hit every muscle 3 days a week. So it just really prompts that growth, but you do get a bit achy and they take a bit longer, but that's calm. So I'm gonna go have my 1,000-calorie shake, get that bulky food in. So actually Monday I tracked on MyFitnessPal, which is that app, and I got 3,800 calories on like a semi-typical day. I was kind of force feeding myself at the end, but it was like a decent one. So I'm gonna have a 1,000-calorie shake and just eat the same as I did that day. Then I'll have a shower and I'll catch up with you just before I hit my lessons. Let's go. That's a good shake.
Funny how the tables turned. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end.
Right, okay, time is now 9 AM and it's time to start work. It's actually 15:15, a bit late today just because I had to get some coffee, I had to print some stuff, get everything ready for the day. But because it's a Wednesday, I've got 2 free periods this morning and then physics 3 and 4, but for that 2 free period, what I'm going to be doing is a practice paper. Cheeky practice paper. It will be all Gucci. This is G482 2013 physics mock paper. So we actually get set these each week, so it's basically our homework. So I've just got to do that, mark it, and we'll be argued. I don't think I'll get it all done in the time. I've only got an hour and 45. It's a 2-hour exam and I also have to mark it. But I can usually finish them a bit quicker than normal. Yeah, so we might get it done, you never know. Also, so I've started banning my screen time on all of the unproductive apps between the time 9 and 5 so I can just focus on getting all my work done and then having the evening to chill and do whatever I want. And it's been going pretty well the last couple of days, I'm not gonna lie, but it's actually really simple to do. All you gotta do is go into settings, search screen time, so it comes up with that, and you can see that. You've got your screen time and stuff. Then if you go into downtime, you can set it to go into downtime between those times, and then that just blocks everything. But then if you go into always allowed, which is, hold on, focus here please. So yeah, there, if you go to always allowed, you can set apps that are always allowed. So I've got all of my productive apps. So I've got like camera, I've got Audible, I've got Spotify, I've got Focus Keeper, Forest, MyFitnessPal, Google Calendar, Notion, Outlook, Satchel One, Scribsy, and all of that. Just kind of like productive apps. And then it lets me do everything I need my phone for work without kind of the negatives of all the social. And to be honest, it stopped me from just binging away on like YouTube, TikTok, whatnot, and not getting the work done. So that's been really sick. And then look, if you try and go on to something, okay, let's say Uber Eats, it just says time limit reached and it doesn't let me go on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, and then you can just put ignore if you want, but just don't do that. Just press OK and it's calm. Nice. Anyway, let's get on with this paper. I'm gonna walk you through the first question because a lot of people have been asking me to kind of like talk through the work I'm doing. So I thought, you know what, this is going to be a solid chance to do that. So question 1 is pretty simple. Let's go through it together. And then after that, get a time lapse of work, and I'll see you either between periods 2 and 3 or just at the end of the school day. Let's go. Nice, okay, so I've got the paper here, I've got a coffee here just to keep me going through, got my calculator, I've got a pen, and then the physics formula booklet. So the first question is literally just a graph. It is just an IV characteristic graph of a semiconducting material, and the first question is literally just define a resistance. So resistance is literally just the ratio of the current, well, V equals IR, and then I just do it from that, so V over I equals R, so resistance is the ratio of the potential difference across a component and the current going through it. So I'll just write that down. Okay, so I've written that in sentence form, so rather than like equation, but they usually like an equation as opposed to just a written answer. So I'll also just write the R equals V over I, and that should secure the package. Yeah. Okay, so next question. Show that the resistance of the slice is about 250 ohms when there was a current of 40 milliamps in it. Okay, so quite simply, we've got an IV graph, so the resistance is going to be. So the resistance is going to be 1 over the gradient because you've got R equals V over I, and the gradient is changing Y over change in X, which is change in I over change in V. So it will just be the opposite way around. So we take a tangent to the graph at 40 milliamps. So we take that, it works out about 10 volts, and then whack out the ruler. Tangent's pretty straightforward, you just try and make sure there's equal proportions either side. Nice. And then let's take a region that's pretty easy to identify. Yeah, that'll do. So basically I just take regions where the crosses intersect, so it's just easy to identify the change in X and the change in Y. So on the base we've got change of 2, 4.6 and then 6.4. So change in X is 6.4, change in Y is 52 times 10 to the minus 3 over 6.4, and then we've got 1 over that. Okay, so here's where an example of where I've done it slightly wrong, the method. So you didn't actually have to take a tangent. I kind of thought that might be the case because it was only 2 marks, but taking a tangent gave me an answer of 123. So literally all you just have to do is just take the specific value at a current of 40 milliamps, because to be fair, you could approximate that region of the graph roughly linear and just use that. So if we're taking that, we've got 10 volts divided by current of 40 times 10 to the minus 3. And then yeah, that'll give us 250. Yeah, 250. So then you just write that R equals V over I, which equals that. Now, that small mistake, we identified it really quickly, so in actuality, it only took us an extra minute to do that. So probably like 4 minutes for the first question, which is fine because it was 3 marks, but you'd want to ideally notice that before attempting the question. But yeah, okay, so that's the first question. Now I'm going to crack on with the rest of the paper. If you found that little segment helpful, me going through some answers, then let me know in the comments, but otherwise, let's crack on with it.
Now you're just a lesson learned, a slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again.
Okay, time is now 10:50, so I've got 20 minutes until my next lesson. Ooh, is that good for you? Yeah, there you go. I've just finished the paper, which means we did it in an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 35 minutes, which is half an hour less than you need, which is pretty good. Obviously, it could all be horribly wrong, but we'll wait and see. But I am absolutely dying. The workout this morning killed me, so I am losing energy very, very fast. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes just to lie down, and then I'll crack on with marking this before my lesson starts at, I believe it's 10 past 11, but it might be quarter past. So let's go do that.
Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken.
Okay, lesson 3 is just finished. It's now 11:12. I've got 3 minutes to grab a glass of water, and then we're back up for the last period. Let's go.
You can say this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
Lessons are done. I'm absolutely shattered. The workout's really hitting me now, so I'm gonna go make some lunch. Probably like tuna pasta, just the basic. I haven't done it for the last few days, so not getting too much mercury in my body. So yeah, probably tuna pasta, not gonna lie. Then like just a drink, loads of water, stuff like that. And depending on how I'm feeling, I'll either go for a walk with like a coffee or something to re-energize myself, or I'll take a nap. Like I'll down a coffee, take a nap, and then start, because that's what I've been doing recently, and it's actually really quite effective because caffeine takes half an hour to kick in. So as soon as I wake up, I feel a bit more energized. It's still a bit kind of dazed, but then you just like get straight into it. As long as you take that nap with the intention of doing work as soon as you get up, you're fine. If you take the nap with the intention of, oh, I'm taking this nap and then I would probably get on with work after, you don't. So you have to set that intention before you take the nap. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Anyway, lunchtime. I'm so dead. Oh, I've also started listening to audiobooks on Blinkist. It basically summarizes literally everything from each book. So it breaks down an entire book into literally like 10 things called blinks, and each blink's like a minute long, and you just listen to that blink or those blinks and it summarizes the entire book, which is pretty cool. So at the moment I'm listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, get that done over lunch, so literally 10 minutes and you summarize the whole book. It's pretty sick. So if you want to check that out, I've got a link in the description, so go have a look. Okay, right, back from lunch. I had a fat bowl of pasta, as you saw, cheeky bit of bacon. I played some FIFA with the father, and then listened to some more of those audiobooks on Blinkist. I listened to the entirety of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Very much recommend it. It really resonates with a lot of my ideas about personal finance and investing and stuff like that. So that was a good book, or good summary of the book, if you get me. But yeah, now I've decided I am going to have a nap. It is now 2:30, so I usually aim to start at 2:30, but if I nap, I start at 3. And what I've done is I planned out everything that I want to do as soon as I wake up on Google Calendar, so it's all ready. I know exactly what I'm doing and I've got it all with me, so I'm going to be marking that, finishing off some cue cards, and then making some more cue cards. So now the intention's there, so I'm going to down the coffee. It's hot, I'm going to down it though. Go to sleep for 20 minutes, and by that I literally just mean black out the entire room, whack on a face mask or whatever, something like this, and just lie there. Even if you don't fall asleep, it really just rejuvenates you. And then as soon as that alarm goes off, I'm up, I'm doing the work, and I'm doing Pomodoro work. So using that app that I showed you in the last video, the Focus Keeper one, I'm gonna do 5 bursts of 25 minutes with a 5-minute break in between each, totaling about 2 hours 5 minutes with 20 minutes, 25 minutes rest time. So it's a pretty solid amount of work. And then after that, just chill, probably have dinner, probably do something else, maybe go on a walk with Liv or something like that, and then crack on with the GCSE business video. And yeah, it's been a pretty solid day so far. I'm hoping I can keep this momentum and get all of that work done. So I'm gonna hit the bed and then we'll get on with working. Let's go. Okay, nap is done. Right, even though I might not feel like immediately doing the work, we've set our intentions, we're going to do it. And after I've started, it all gets better, so I've just got to start. I've got my 5 sets ready on the app, on the Focus Keeper app. Again, I linked it in the last video, so if you want to check it out, you can. It's a little orange segment, so it looks like that. Like that. With 5 sets of those, and then we'll be all Gucci, and we'll be ready to carry on with whatever we actually want to do, rather than just the work we have to do. Nice. Let's go.
Take a chance, live your life for just one night, no looking back, 'cause tonight will make you right. Keep this feeling getting high.
Okay, right, we're on green, which means we're on the 5-minute, or one of the 5-minute breaks. Hold on. Yeah, so we're 2 out of 5 through the session, the Pomodoro session, 2 out of 5 of the 25 minutes. So far what I've done is I marked that paper that I did earlier, and I'm now making cue cards on chemistry and acid-base titrations. So this is like how I can make a buffer solution, things like that, yeah. But then in these 5-minute breaks, I've been practicing on the guitar, just something creative to kind of take away from the intensive study that's still keeping my mind engaged, so I'm not losing that flow state, but making sure that it's not intensive and it allows that recovery so that I can hit it with more focus again after that 5-minute break. I mean, my social media is blocked for another 40 minutes anyway until 5. I find if I go on that, it just throws me off for like the first 10 minutes of the next session. So yeah, basically, I've got 3 more of those to go, and then I will be finishing up for the day and it'll be all Gucci. So let's hit another 3.
Take a chance, live your life for just one night, no looking back, 'cause tonight will make you right.
Okay, right, the 4th Pomodoro is now finished. You can see that it's green and it says number 4. So I've got 1 more left, and that'll be the 5th, that'll be the last one, and then I'll be done for the day, which would be sick. And that would have meant that I've done essentially 2.5 hours work, but 2 hours 5 minutes focused work. But anyway, so in this time, what I've done is I've finished all of the acid-base cue cards for chemistry, so that's all of them. You can't really see that because it's not focused, but yeah, there you go, all of them from the textbook. But now I'm going to go through all my notes and all of the exam questions that we've done, and any that I've got wrong, I'm going to make cue cards on those for like feedback, because obviously you want to know the information, which is where all of the cue cards from the textbook comes, but you want to know where you're lacking the ability to apply that information to questions, in which case when I get a question wrong, I'll make a cue card on it so that I develop that ability to apply the information, if that makes sense. Yeah. But anyway, I've got 5 minutes, so I'm gonna practice some more guitar. Wonderwall. Let's do that for 5 minutes. Yeah, come do that with me. Let's go. Alright, let me get the notes ready just so I've got them before I start. Alright, this is a bit of the cheeky Wonderwall. So I'm getting it like somewhat until about 2 cycles in, and then I usually screw up. Occasionally I can go for 4 or 5, but I want to get to the point where I can sing it while I do it, but it requires so much more focus. Jesus, it hurts your fingers. I'm also losing grip on the bottom 2 strings with those 2 fingers, which is really annoying because you don't quite get that crisp. It ends up a bit more like... Wait, no. Oh, how can I... No. A bit blunt, and I don't really like that. I mean, no one likes that, it's the whole point of guitar. Okay, right, let's try that again. Nope, blunt. How do I do it when I... Oh. Slipping out, but Jesus, my fingers hurt after doing that. That is pain. I think after a while I'll get used to it, but at the moment it is horrifying, horrifyingly bad. Right, we've got 1:14 left. It's just ticking away on the app there. Come on, focus, please, please, please. Yeah, there you go. Minute left. Alright, one last time I reckon. Nope, let's start that again. That was poor, very poor. And that is Wonderwall so far. I'm going to get this by the end of the lockdown. I'm going to absolutely obliterate it, and I'll be able to play it hopefully, and then hopefully sing with it as well, because yeah, I want to be able to do that. Nice. Right, okay. Oh, there we go. Back to it. Just turned red, so we're hitting it up again. Let's go. Okay, it's actually 6:10. We ended up doing about half an hour longer than we needed to, but it's alright, we moved. We got that extra half an hour done, which is calm, but I'm knackered, so I need a break. So I'm gonna go have some food, I'm gonna go chill for a bit. I won't record this just because it's probably pretty boring for you. Yeah, now I'll come up and edit the business video or practice guitar. So this is probably it for me today, but I can't hold you to that. So what you're about to see now is either a summary of this week or it's me tonight. Yeah, let's just go there and have a look, I guess. Oh, also because it's past 5, I can now go back on social media and all of that. So while I like chill, I'll just be replying to all of your comments or your messages and just any other like messages from people and stuff like that. And just checking up on all of the stuff I haven't checked today. But I do really like not going on social media during the day. It's so much better. I just get more done. Yeah, anyway, let's go to that next segment. Yo, we are back. So it's now Sunday 24th of January, so 4 days later, and there's a lot that's happened. There's lots that's happened. But first, if you want all of these updates as they're coming in, go follow my Instagram, which is there, or my Snapchat, which is down there, because that's where I post literally everything behind the scenes and all that I'm doing before I actually post it on the channel. Nice, let's go. Couple big things is obviously I worked yesterday, and then today was a massive snow day, so I didn't quite manage to get my plans done. It's also now 9:30, no 20 to 10. This video goes live tomorrow at 2 PM. I've still got to edit half of it over there, and I've got a physics test due tomorrow that I also need to do, so I'm going to be going to sleep at like midnight before I get up at what, 12:30? Yeah, half 12. Something like that. No, what am I on about? Jesus, I'm so tired. No, I'm getting up at 6:30 and I'll be getting to sleep at like 12. So not great, to be honest, not great. But last week, so that's what we kind of want to talk about now, is how last week went. So I left you on Wednesday, as you just saw. It was great up until that point. Everything was going perfect. And then, as with everything, as it just naturally does, my sleep schedule started to fall apart a bit. And that just instigated the collapse of that routine for the next 2 days. It was fine, like I did all the workouts, I did everything. But then as soon as I got to the work in the evenings, I couldn't do it. So Thursday and Friday, I didn't get the work done that I needed to, which was a shame. But it's an improvement from the week before, which was only Monday and Tuesday that I got the solid work done. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the routine slipped a bit again. But this is a process. It's not going to be like rigorous from the start. So by the end of this lockdown, we'll be completely content with the routine. We'll be getting it all done. But at the moment, at the start, that's not the case. It's not going to be happening. So as long as we're making improvements, then it's all good. And we have been making improvements, which is very nice. Also, brother's been a legend and led me this chair, because my chair was just crap. Not a great chair. But yeah, a few things I've definitely noticed and definitely found that have been helpful this week is not going on my phone. Between 9 and 5, haven't been going on it, and it's been brilliant. I did that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it made me so much more productive. I got everything that I needed to done, and then I went on my phone, and it just made me feel so much more satisfied with what I was doing. It didn't make me feel like I was wasting time on my phone. Can't say the same for Thursday and Friday though. That lack of sleep just made everything fall apart, and my motivation just slipped to destructive levels. And it was terrible, I can't lie. But it's fine, we're moving back. Then again, as I mentioned, those audiobooks on Blinkist, which I've linked in the description, they were banging. Just really helpful like insights into loads of different topics, particularly finance. And I just really liked watching those or listening to those in the breaks when I couldn't go on social media and stuff like that. That was really helpful. And then the final things, obviously, with the Google Calendar and Pomodoro work. Pomodoro work has been an absolute lifesaver, and it just keeps me so focused. And the Google Calendar is just amazing for getting everything that you want to planned, written out of your head, and then getting it done. Other than that, those are pretty much the only changes that I made. So things I want to change going into this week, obviously going to be sticking to the sleep routine, which arguably is going to be pretty hard, seeing as it's starting awfully tomorrow, as I've got to edit all of this video and do the work. But it's all going to be fine, and we'll get that sorted, and then hopefully we can go all the way through to the end of Thursday without any major issues. Cool. But a couple big things is tomorrow is Cambridge Decisions Day. So today, when this video comes out, so Monday, is Cambridge Decisions Day. And then once I've had that decision, I'm going to be posting all of my live reactions to the decisions as they were posted, because I filmed them all. I'm also going to be posting a timeline of exactly when I got my offers and when I got interviews and things like that relative to when I applied. And there's going to be so much content coming this week. I've also got a GCSE business video. I've also got 2 more study with me's and loads more content planned. So if you want to see all of that, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment that you want to see all of that. Drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, we're going to hit this week absolutely solid as always. We're going to be making massive moves coming into February. I just want you to try and stick to it with me, or try and stick to whatever routine you're doing, because it is a crucial part. Get your seat sorted, get everything sorted. Make sure you're working towards your goals and not regressing away from them. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.